Hey, pretty. So, question. Have you started spring cleaning yet? Because honestly, my house is a mess. Okay, a mess. But my mental state, oh, she's good right now. Some could even say she's clean. Clock it. Anyways, I'm in the middle of doing my hair. So, why don't we talk about spring cleaning your mental while I finish? And the thing is I'm not even exaggerating about saying my house is a mess. Like, if somebody was to knock on my door right now, I would legit hide and be quiet. Because, no, but on a serious note, like, why do we all do that? Is that just like a young millennial, late Gen Z thing? Somebody tell me. But what's crazy is I don't feel stressed. And that used to not be me. Like, they say like your room represents your mental state. Like, I used to really align with that. Like, if my house was a mess, my mental state was worse. I'm using the ORS olive oil silken and shine heat protection serum. Seriously, like, if my house was a mess, I would feel stressed out unless I was like, constantly on the go. Then I wasn't in my house to see the mess. But right now, I don't feel stressed out. And that's on doing spring cleaning in my mind rather than just spring cleaning my house. And the thing is, I feel like mental clutter. I need another clip. Hold on. The thing is I feel like mental clutter is the equivalent of just having too many tabs open on your computer at once. Like tab, 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 tab everywhere. And where the heck is that background music coming from? Because why is it always like playing in my head? No, but seriously, like, you're thinking about yesterday and what you're doing next week and all these things, and like, you need to be in the moment, you need to be present. Like, right now, I'm doing my hair. So therefore, I need to be thinking about doing my hair and talking to you. I don't need to be worried about what I said 3 years ago that's cringe. And I don't need to be worried about what I'm doing next week. I just need to be here in this moment right now with you. But some ways I keep my mental clean, that way I can protect my peace and not be, overwhelmed whenever life does happen and does go awry, is I literally just think about the disrespect. I just dropped my clip. I literally just think about, like, can I control this? Like, if a, thought comes up, right, about something I did that was just utterly embarrassing 15 years ago, okay, because obviously I'm not no young co. I can't do nothing about it. That's 15 years ago. So why would I sit there and harp on it? Like, what good is that going to do for me? And if I'm sitting there thinking about what I'm doing next week, 9 times out of 10, I've already fallen asleep thinking about that and planned out set how I'm going to make said thing work out, or align with my schedule. So I don't need to be thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just need to be here in this moment. And that's the real tea. Okay, like, if you really, truly want to find peace in your life, you have to start focusing on what you can control and focusing on being in the present moment. And it's difficult. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like controlling your thoughts and controlling what you think about isn't hard. Thoughts just pop up in your head, especially if you have like OCD or anxiety. They just pop up and then they nag at you and pick at you and eat at you until you freaking do something about it. But the thing is it's like a party. Not every thought you have to RSVP to. You can literally just decline it. Like, I'm not entertaining you today. I don't got the time. And let's be for real. Like, let's just be 100% for real. We've all had moments where we wanted to cry and was like, okay, I cannot be crying right now. I don't have the time to cry right now. I am in the middle of a freaking grocery store. I'm not about to sit here and break down crying. I'm gonna wait till I get in my car. Right? Like, we've all had moments like that. So treat your thoughts like that too. Like, if your mind is constantly racing and constantly cluttered, just be like, I don't have time for you. Sorry, girl. And the thing about it is, spring cleaning is overwhelming, right? Like, if you just look at your mess and you're like, ah, you are like, okay, wait, pause. Let me just clean out this drawer, or let me just start in this room, versus looking at the whole dang mess and getting overwhelmed by it. Do the same thing with your thoughts. Like, if you're sitting there and you're getting overwhelmed because your thoughts are, you know, ruling you that day, okay? Because sometimes they rule us and they be trying to take hold and control of us, and we don't allow that here. But, sometimes they do. Whenever it comes down to it, beyond, telling your head, like, I don't got time for this today, I'm not entertaining your bullshit today, like, you gotta go, right? Beyond doing that, you could also just be like, okay, one thing at a time. Right now, I am doing this. Later, I will deal with you. Okay? But let's say you have told your head, oh, I don't have time for this right now, or I can't control that thing, so I'm not going to worry about it. Like, let's say you did all that stuff, and your head is still being your own worst enemy and trying to make you feel some type of way about yourself. I have systems in place, like little systems, okay, in place that allow me to kind of beat that slump. For example, one thing I'll do is I'll literally feel my feelings. Like, if I get overwhelmed and I'm overstimulated and I get stressed out, I will take time to feel my feelings. I'm a firm believer in feeling your feelings. Cry it out, yell it out, go to a freaking smash room, do something so you can feel your feelings and allow yourself to feel them and don't feel shame for it. Like, there's no shame in feeling your feelings. And if your mental state is in a bad spot, and you've already tried the whole spring cleaning thing and telling yourself, like, oh, I'm not dealing with you right now, you're not invited, declining the RSVP, that type of shit, then go take some time to feel your feelings. Hold on, I really gotta focus for a second. Okay, you see what I mean? Like, that is literally a perfect example of, I can't deal with this right now, give me a minute. Just now, I'm trying to do my hair, right? And I'm talking to you. I needed a minute to focus on my hair. So I paused talking to you and focused on my hair, focused on being in the moment and what I'm doing. So, anyways, the second thing in my system is to journal. Now, I've said before in like past Nose and Chills video that I am a very spiritual girly. And beyond that, why am I struggling so hard right now? I'm a very spiritual girly. And I view journaling as me like praying, right? But even if you're not a spiritual girly, journaling is really good for you. It's been proven to help you reduce stress and to help you organize your thoughts and to help you take all that heavy, yucky material out of your head and put it into something else. Also, sometimes whenever you're like really stressed and overwhelmed and you're journaling, you can find solutions to your answers. Kind of like if you're doing a really hard math problem, right? Like, you can try to do it in your head, but wouldn't it be easier if you wrote out the problem? That's kind of like what journaling is for me. It can literally be the solution to your problem. Beyond getting all that stuff out your head, it can help you break things down and organize your thoughts and come to a cohesive, is that the word I want? And come to, I don't know what word I need to use right there. And come to, a conclusion about what's going on, why you feel the way you feel, how you can control it, what steps you need to take to fix it, or whatever. Like, journaling is literally a lifesaver for me. So, beyond feeling my feelings and only trying to focus on what I can control and all these things, journaling. Okay, journaling. Give it a try for real, for real. And then if you do, come back to me and tell me how you felt afterwards, because I promise you'll feel 10 times better. And if you don't, then I will take back what I said. I ain't gonna stop journaling, but I'll take back what I said about journaling making you feel 10 times better. Another thing that I do is I do something for me. Right? When my mental state is bad, I need dopamine. Essentially, right? And so what I'll do is give myself that dopamine. And not in like a toxic way, like going out drinking and partying because your girl is a covering addict, but in probably a still toxic way. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it. But in a healthier way for me, right? Sometimes that looks like literally eating chocolate frosting straight out the tub. Like, there's no shame in my game.
I love chocolate frosting. It is my guilty pleasure.
Other times it looks like allowing myself time to take a hot bath, right? And to just sit there and soak and pour into myself in that way. And obviously, my whole channel is based around self care and beauty maintenance and stuff like that. And that's because I genuinely enjoy doing it. It's therapeutic for me. Doing something that makes you feel good and gives you low key immediate dopamine rewards, I'm promising you're gonna feel better. Okay, like, just point blank period. And the last tip or little system I have for you, to help get your mental state clean for spring, and even beyond that, like just in general, is to get rid of things that are not in your capacity. And, I talked about earlier in this video, if you can't control it, let it go. I'm talking about, like, there are things that you do have control over, right? Like what you eat for dinner that night and how clean your house is. I view life like a tightrope. Okay? Life is a tightrope. I'm trying to balance walking on this tightrope. But then, on top of that, I have spinning disc. All right, on all my fingers, on my nose, on my forehead, I have one holding in my mouth, and I'm also trying to walk across this tightrope. And the spinning disc are metaphor for my responsibilities. If I'm in a low mental state and I can't get myself out of it, I'm going to put a spinning disc down. Like, yes, I have control over it. Yes, it needs to be done. But let me tell you a little secret. It will still be there when you get back, or it will be resolved. Okay, so if you're feeling overwhelmed and you do have control over something, just wait. Wait to do it. Focus on what you actually immediately need to get done right then, and then let that thing sit and rest for a minute. You can put disc down. And because I am a spiritual woman, I do believe that, like, while I'm walking this tightrope called life, there is like a net, there to catch me if I fall, and that net is God. So even if I drop a disc and I can't deal with it right then, that net underneath that tightrope, that's God, is going to catch that disc. I hope that's making sense. I hope somebody understands what I'm saying, because I truly don't even know if that makes sense. Like, genuinely. I feel like this hair is going to come out really bad today, and it's because I'm trying to have a serious life conversation while doing my hair. I don't know. We're gonna see. And one more thing. If you're feeling overwhelmed and your mental state isn't in the best spot, and you feel like the world is too loud and everything is coming at you sideways, you're ready to fight life, then I suggest speaking affirmations to yourself. Like, literally, before I even filmed this video, I was speaking affirmations to myself. I was telling myself, I am worthy, I am capable, I am learning, and I am growing.
Okay. Everything is fine. I am worthy. I am capable. I am learning, and I am growing. I am worthy. I am capable. I am learning, and I am growing.
Okay. And I know that affirmations seem silly and sometimes they seem like they're not working and blah, blah, blah. But really, they do help to ground yourself into these thoughts or into certain realities. So, if you're overwhelmed and overstimulated and feeling like life is just a freaking mess and you're ready to square up, then I suggest taking a moment and telling yourself, like, hey, I can be a mess and still, I'm okay. Like, I'm allowed to be a mess. I do not have to be perfect. I am perfect just the way I am. I am capable just the way I am. I am worthy just the way I am. You don't have to live up to everyone else's standards. Like, if you haven't started spring cleaning yet, like a lot of people are doing right now, you don't have to beat yourself up over that. Maybe you just start with trying to clean out your mental and decluttering and closing out some of those tabs within your mind and focusing on what you do have control of right now. Okay, you're perfect just the way you are, and you're capable just the way you are, and you're learning and you're growing. This is your first time, even if you believe in reincarnation, this is your first time experiencing this life that you're living right now. So, I don't know, be easy with yourself, okay? It's not a race. We're all just trying to make it in the end, and we all genuinely have no idea what we're doing. Alright, I just finished my hair. I'm gonna go back and watch this video, and hopefully it came out good and I got across what I was trying to say and it helped somebody. Okay, because that's the goal. Oh, my hair is fluffy. I really kind of like that. I used a different heat protectant before here, I'll show you. Hold on. I used this heat protectant from Dollar General before I blow dried my hair. Like, I used that to blow dry my hair, and I decided to use this one whenever I was flat ironing my hair. And it kind of made my hair really fluffy and light. Anyways, the point of this video is to remind you to, one, practice mindfulness. Two, give yourself some grace. Okay, like, you're not a freaking robot. You're not a robot. And three, to only focus on what you can control. Okay? If your mental state is a mess and it needs some spring cleaning, try out these tips. Okay, try out these tips. Two, you're not going to be as productive and as happy and as fulfilled as you would like to be. So before you start spring cleaning your house, spring clean your mind. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Bye.